Stoicism is not calming, it's sharpening. It's not about detachment or pretending to be at peace. It's about becoming so mentally sharp that chaos can't cut you anymore. For the next 7 days, stop chasing comfort, stop soothing your emotions, and start forging them into weapons. Because the mind that is hardened by truth cannot be controlled by fear. These are the Stoic Power Rituals, the 7 cold truths that turn soft minds into steel. Every morning begins as a war for your attention. Before most people even think, they're already reacting, swiping, scrolling, comparing, losing. But a Stoic begins differently. When the world rushes to escape silence, you walk into it. You sit with a blank page and face yourself. You ask 3 things. What could test me today? How will I respond? With reason, not emotion. And what do I truly control right now? This is not morning motivation. It's mental armor. Marcus Aurelius did this every dawn. His journal wasn't about comfort. It was a confrontation. He wrote to remember the truth. Before life tried to erase it, he reminded himself of betrayal, of loss, of fatigue. Not to fear them, but to expect them. Because when the mind rehearses the storm, it doesn't fear it anymore. So when you wake tomorrow, don't reach for your phone. Reach for your mind and write, like a warrior sharpening his sword before battle. The next ritual is colder and harder. Growth doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from volunteering for it. Every day, do something uncomfortable. Take a cold shower. Walk instead of drive. Skip your favorite indulgence, not because you hate comfort, but because you refuse to depend on it. The Stoics trained themselves through voluntary discomfort, fasting, sleeping on hard surfaces, walking barefoot in the cold. They knew that comfort creates weakness, and discomfort reveals strength. When you choose hardship before it's forced upon you, you tell the universe, I am prepared. The cold becomes a teacher. Hunger becomes focus. The pain becomes a presence. The goal is not suffering. The goal is sovereignty. To know that no condition outside you has power over what's inside you. And somewhere between the cold water and the trembling breath, something inside you changes. You stop fearing the struggle and start craving it. At night, another ritual begins. One that most people run from. Imagine losing what you love, your freedom, your health, someone close to you. Not to invite despair, but to awaken gratitude, because you can't truly appreciate what you have until you've faced its absence. Seneca called this Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of evils. He imagined disaster before it struck, so that when life eventually took, he was not broken, only reminded. Every night, think of the things you hold dear and quietly whisper, this too will pass, and that's okay. You will feel a strange calm, not sadness, not fear, just clarity. You start to see how fragile everything is, how nothing truly belongs to you, not even time. And when you finally understand that, you stop clinging. You love more fiercely, live more presently, and lose more gracefully. Amor Fati, the love of fate. It sounds poetic, but it's a weapon. Most people misunderstand it. They think it means acceptance, tolerance, whatever happens, happens. But the Stoic does not surrender to fate. He collaborates with it. He meets it halfway, eyes open, teeth clenched, saying, whatever happens, I will use it. That is Amor Fati, not soft love, but warrior love. When something goes wrong, you don't flinch. You whisper, good, I'll use this. When life breaks your plan, you look for the hidden doorway it just opened. When people betray you, you study their shadows and learn human nature. When you fail, you gather data. When you suffer, you build stamina. Amor Fati is the art of psychological alchemy. It turns resentment into wisdom and pain into precision. Most people fight their reality. They argue with what is. They drown in should have and could have. The Stoic wastes none of that energy. He doesn't curse the fire. he steps into it and forges something new. Every obstacle is a conversation with destiny. Every disappointment, a secret training ground. The Stoic looks at his scars and says, each one of these was a lesson disguised as pain. Think of the blacksmith hammering steel in flame. Amor Fati is that hammer. It doesn't ask, why me? It says, because this is how I'm shaped. The weak man prays for an easy life. The Stoic trains for a difficult one, because difficulty purifies. When everything burns away, what remains is real. Amor Fati means learning to smile at misfortune, not because it's fun, but because you know who you'll become through it. You stop being a victim of fate and start being its apprentice. The world will throw stones at you. Amor Fati means build with them. Stack them until they form your fortress. Amor Fati is the rejection of self-pity, the death of if only. It's the realization that everything that ever broke you was actually building you. You don't wait for luck. You don't need perfect timing. You trust that whatever lands in your path was meant to sharpen you. So when life hits hard, you don't retreat. You say, good. Let's see what this makes of me, Amor Fati. The fire that turns chaos into clarity, tragedy into transformation, and your fate into your forge. And then, before you sleep, stand in front of a mirror, not to fix your hair, not to pose, just to look. Look into your own eyes and ask one question. Did I live today with courage or comfort? You'll feel resistance. The ego will whisper excuses. Ignore it. This is the Stoic's nightly ritual, Seneca's self-audit. He reviewed his actions every night, judged his thoughts, and corrected his impulses. Why? Because truth is the only mirror that doesn't lie. The world constantly flatters you. It tells you you're fine, that you've done enough, that you deserve to relax. But the truth mirror doesn't flatter. It exposes. It shows the gap between who you are and who you could be. And when you face that reflection long enough, something beautiful happens. You stop running from it. You begin to build trust with yourself. And that trust becomes unbreakable power. These rituals aren't just about control, they're about command. Because when you master yourself, you quietly master the world. People follow the one who remains calm while others panic. They respect the one who speaks last but says what matters. The Stoic doesn't need to dominate to be powerful. He influences through presence, through the gravity of inner peace that others can feel, but not fake. Stoicism is not submission, it's sovereignty. And these rituals are how you claim it. So for the next 7 days, live this code. In the morning, sharpen your mind with a journal of control. In the day, embrace small discomforts and find freedom in them. At night, rehearse loss, practice gratitude, and face truth. Whisper Amor Fati when fate twists your plans, and when darkness visits, welcome it. Because every shadow is a lesson waiting for light. You've been listening to Dark Honey, your sanctuary for shadow wisdom, hypnotic self-mastery, and savage truth. If this awakened something in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe and keep walking the unseen path with us. Because here, we don't chase peace, we forge it. This is Dark Honey, where the mind hardens and the soul sharpens.